One of my other coaches, in real estate, is Mike Bjorkman. He was one of the, #1 HomeSmart brokerages in the country, right? So it took a lot for him to dissolve his brokerage to join EXP. I'm, this small team within this big brand. I can walk out tomorrow if I wanted to. And in the short amount of time that I worked with him and him coaching me, I learned more in that time span than I did in the 6 years that I had sold real estate. And he's still, he's a broker, owner, team leader. He's selling real estate. And whether he was around the corner or across the country, I have complete access to him and the ability to collaborate. So within EXP, what changed from these other brokerages for me is we're not competing with each other within our brokerage. So there are other agents that that have left other companies and came over here, and if they're in my group, like I'm going on listing appointments with them to just shadow and give some feedback about it, or they're trying to figure out the right price for a listing and they're not sure if they even got the listing yet. But I'm in their area, right? So that would be competitive. But in this case, it's not, because the more they grow, the more I grow.
Interesting.
Right? So there's a lot that goes on there with regards to coaching and just collaborating and cultivating this family within agents, not where we're hiding our files and, I'm worried that Susie's going to take from me.
So due to the model facilitating collaboration,
Yes.
there could be potentially less friction
Yes.
for those that may not even totally be awake.
Right. So that's why I say there's some level of exclusivity, because it's not for everyone, right? And that's great. I actually want to be somewhere that, these other places are necessary too. There's brokerages where their big selling point is that you only pay $500 per transaction, right? Yeah, that's great, but like do the math. If I'm doing 70, 80, 100 transactions a year, so you're at $40,000, $50,000 a year and you get nothing for it, that's not value, right? But for someone who's happy to do 10 transactions a year, that's value, right? That place is necessary, but we're not competing with them. Do you see, so it goes back to that whole, but Nordstrom doesn't really care about like that. That's for that group of clients. So finding the right brokerage for an agent, I almost think I'd like to see myself more as an advocate for other agents who share with me where they're at in their journey and where they want to be, and then I can help them understand the different models.
Wow.
Right? And the
It's
reality
funny.
is they maybe shouldn't come over.